All this while, since last approximately a decade, we have been running this virtual incubation as a service, as I mentioned earlier. And for that, you can always refer to my channel, Disruptive Incubation as a Service. The name of the company is the D Incubator, DE Incubator. And we have been helping a lot of companies. One fine day, and this is a very interesting story, a company A, I would not like to name the company, that is confidential, approached us to actually help them in ideation, brainstorming, and idea networking, patenting, and later on, all that was actually the company's game. So they were actually involved in the design and implementation of a system, a method or system to actually zeroize or eliminate, or for that matter, minimize the sonic boom generated by a supersonic aircraft. Very interesting. Yes. So basically, let's do some contextual programming as to understand how we exactly can step into the shoes of the inventor and invent, help them in ideate, in brainstorming, and also idea networking, and finally patenting, which is under, again I would repeat, it is advanced applied IP, strategic IP management, with the perspective of a domain-agnostic practitioner, theorist, kind of subject matter expert. So it's not a child's game. Do not think that what I'm trying to narrate here is abstract. It's fully practical. And there is a very practical approach to solving this problem. Now this problem is a very high technical complexity problem. Needs a careful attention. And that is what we did. Let's do a contextual programming. Coming back to again what I had said earlier. Imagine a person standing on high ground in lush green meadows and pastures, and he suddenly sees a supersonic aircraft flying across the sky, and then there is a long elongated kind of cylindrical form of fumes behind the aircraft, and you see the aircraft, and after some time you hear sound that is just like thunderclap. Okay, and it's a very powerful sound, also disturbing, causes irritation. So you need a solution to that problem. And what they were trying to do was actually to zeroize or minimize, or for that matter, eliminate the sonic boom, as it is called, because when any object that tries to fly through air at a speed more than the speed of sound, as you know, it is supersonic, it creates sonic boom behind the tail of the aircraft. And then to solve this problem, the only easy solution that comes to anyone's mind under ideation and a constant brainstorming session is quiet boom. You can eliminate or zeroize or minimize the sound. How do we do that? So we had a solution. We actually commissioned a team. We had a PhD in physics as one of my team members, and also an engineering director from a large company, and myself. We started doing ideation along with the client, and we found that there is a solution to this problem, although conceptual, it was at that point in time, is actually a small novel material crystal, which is subjected to nanoscale grating. And this novel material crystal, based on, which was actually subjected to nanoscale grating, could be actually retrofitted to the aircraft, supersonic aircraft. Now to do that, it was compulsory to understand the vapor cone or the Mach cone of the aircraft. Post that analysis, it was found that this particular novel material nanoscale based crystal could be retrofitted at certain select positions on the aircraft. Now what positions do you have at your disposal? Let us understand. You have nose, you have the belly, the fuselage, the aircraft wings, and the tail of the aircraft. So when you see from the perspective of vapor cone or Mach cone, it was found that there are two different positions One is the slant height, the other is the center of mass or the center of gravity of the aircraft that could be selected for retrofitting the novel material based nanocrystal, which was subject to nanoscale grating at those positions, and such that this particular crystal was designed in a way that by virtue of its design it could be actually configured adaptively and dynamically. Having said that, it can be configured as and when and as per need. Adaptive is as per need and dynamic is as and when. So one is need based or time based. You can configure and reconfigure the novel material based nanocrystal with nanoscale grating. And then this particular aircraft could be fitted with smart sensors. This entire assembly, the configuration or the assemblage, facilitated conceptually in minimization or zeroization of the sonic boom to quiet boom. Thank you.